Thank you, Alex. And barring an 11-hour delay, the first criminal trial in U.S. history of a former president will get underway this morning. Jury selection is expected to start in Donald Trump's hush money trial just before the 2016 election. Adult film star Stormy Daniels claimed that she'd had sex with the former president years earlier. Prosecutors say Trump arranged to pay Daniels to keep quiet. He denies the allegations. Jury selection is expected to last 1 to 2 weeks. The trial as a whole could take as long as 2 months. We'll have live coverage from the Big Apple at 8 a.m.
In this election cycle, Plattsburgh will have a change in mayor. It comes after Christopher Rosenquist said he isn't running for a second term. But Rosenquist isn't leaving politics yet. Instead, he's running for Plattsburgh's Common Council, specifically in Ward 3. He'll face off against Councilor Elizabeth Gibbs for the seat. At least 4 other candidates plan on running for mayor to replace Rosenquist.
And with Goddard College leaders announcing the school will be closing, the school will be closing for good at the end of this semester, people living nearby in Plainfield wonder what might be next for one of their town's biggest properties. As the college searches for a buyer, the town is feeling a mix of optimism and skepticism. Plainfield's clerk and treasurer says many people want to see the campus used for housing, but others are concerned about the possibility of the state purchasing it and turning it into emergency housing or shelters. They worry about how the property would be managed in that scenario.
I've heard from a lot of residents who are concerned about having housing for people without the proper services. The state's track record in terms of managing homeless people has not been terrific in terms of what's gone on with the motel system.
At the moment, state officials haven't announced any plans of buying the property, but other potential buyers have emerged. They include Cooperation Vermont, a nonprofit based in Marshfield that wants to turn it into what they call a just transition campus, a place for, quote, transformational learning, experimentation, and community resilience.
And after another budget extender passed on Friday, lawmakers in New York are up against the clock to pass the state's budget. That deadline is later today. It was originally due April 1st, but a series of extensions have kept the Empire State without a spending plan. The 4th extension passed last Thursday. Holding up the budget are discussions about the ongoing migrant crisis. Currently, $2.4 billion is set to be spent to alleviate the crisis, adding to the $4.2 billion already spent.
And we're now learning how much revenue the state of Vermont brought in from sports betting in February. It's a little more than $730,000. The total amount wagered in the Green Mountain State, just under $21.25 million. Basketball was bet on the most, with $9.5 million wagered.
And my least favorite day. Today is tax day across America, but if you haven't filed yet, don't freak out. The deadline to file is midnight tonight. If you can't get the paperwork in by then, you can request an extension on irs.gov. That'll extend the deadline to file by 6 months, but experts want to remind taxpayers that an extension to file is not an extension to pay. Any late payments are subject to interest and a monthly late penalty.
And after an incredible run at Iowa, superstar Caitlin Clark will take the next step in her career tonight. It's draft day for the WNBA, and it's no surprise that Clark is expected to be the first overall pick. That pick belongs to the Indiana Fever, but Clark isn't the only college star headed to the WNBA today. Standouts like Angel Reese and Cameron Brink will also hear their names called tonight. The draft comes after the women's NCAA tournament final got a record number of viewers. And it's safe to say a lot happened in the sky last week. On Monday, the sun and moon stole the show with the total solar eclipse, Isabel.
But just days later, a different phenomenon lit up the sky in the northeast, but not quite in our neck of the woods. This is home security camera footage from Wall Township, New Jersey, early Wednesday morning. That's when a bright green fireball lit up the sky. You can see it shining through the trees. According to the American Meteor Society, sightings were reported in New Jersey, New York, and 4 other states in the region. This fireball sighting comes just before the Lyrid meteor shower on April 22nd.